up. Are you gonna come and help me make this boom boom now? It's time. Michael Cole FB Live, number 2, above and beyond the top. Brand new series, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Come into my damn classroom. The boat's at the dock. Who's in my house? I'm not gonna leave without you. I'm not gonna leave you. Come help me do my class. I'm discovering awesome at 3 o'clock this afternoon. You darn right I am. Give it up. I'm still waiting for you to help me to lead the charge, man. Help me lead the charge. Who's in my house? I'm telling you, somebody's got to be in my house. Come help me. I'm still waiting on you. Oh, wait a minute. Come on in my car. I'm getting the monkeys off the bus. We're trying to get the elephants out of the living room. I'm even trying to get the people out of the bathroom. Come help me. I'm trying to make some big boom boom. Help me tonight. Where am I? Here I am. Come see me. I got a few people in. Who? Send me some love. I'm not going to go anywhere without you. I got a few people on. Here she is. Who is that? Vanessa Journey. Vanessa Clooney. You're in my house. Give it up. Trying to get the news. Oh my God. Chaz Mary Sue. Good to see you, girl. Come help me make big boom boom, will ya? Hey, Chaz Mary, no offense, but we got to get the damn monkey out of the living room. How do you, Chaz Mary? I'm waiting for me to go live too. Hurry up, man. I gotta go live. I gotta see where my friends are here. I gotta see where they're at. Who else? Diane, you're in the house. We're getting ready to love. Oh man, Chasbury, I love you too. Thanks for joining my show. I'm trying to get to see who's in my house. I'm trying to bring my Facebook page up so I can say hi. I love you too, girl. Oh, here we are. I got it. Here we are. Here we go. All right, we got to go to work, guys. We got Diane in the house. Who else we got? We got Leanne. Thanks for joining me, Leanne. You can help me make some big boom. I got a big class tonight, Leanne. Tori Ward, come see me. Help me lead the charge, will you? Oh, my God. I got my wife, Mary Cole. She's coming home from her workout. She might even be home. She's upstairs watching me. I know she's on tonight. Give it up for my wife, will you? Listen, it's time to go to work. We waited long enough, and welcome. This is number 2, Facebook Live number 2 in a brand new series. As you know, we're working on the 4th and final masterpiece. We've had this work in progress, haven't we, Mary Cole, for the last 30 plus years. It was 1985. A whole bunch of you birds weren't even around. We brought this to you. Remember that? A little off the top, 1985. Look I still had hair back then. And it got us on the map for teaching people how to, back in those days, we called them clients, upselling and retailing and rebooking and referral building. That's what it was all about. That got us on the map. And then, 20 years later, 2005, we do a second edition. The second edition was a little more off the top. We thought we were being clever. And that came out in 2005. That just started going into beauty schools because Summit started opening up schools. Marissa, good to have you in my house. Mark Rockmore, you know all about this, right, Mark? You were a Summit Salon back in 2005 when this came up. Marissa, Susie, so were you. And it started going into schools, into salon professional academies and Summit Salon academies, and we had all kinds of stuff. Right, Chaz, Mary? And Then in 2010, 2011, we brought this to you, and this is Over the Top. And by then, that was its third edition. Well, you can see that I'm running out of shelf life. I've got a handful of years in me. And Mary Cole and myself decided that we wanted to leave a legacy piece above and beyond the top, the fourth masterpiece. Discovering Awesome, because we've had now thousands, probably tens of thousands of graduates come out of school that had been trained on this day one. A lot of you guys hanging out with me like Chaz, Mary, you didn't go to a school like I did with this. You and I were out, 5, 10, 15 years kind of getting our butts kicked before we got turned on to this training. But unlike us, there's a whole bunch of students that have. So in the next few interviews, what I've done is I've gone on an archaeological dig to find people, hairdressers that went to beauty school, hair school, got that book. It changed them. They graduated cum laude at the top of their class, went out into the salon a few years, and now they're killing it. And so that's the concept, and it's best practices of the new top 20. I'm calling it Discovering Awesome. Now, my guest today, and I'm going to bring her up on FaceTime in a second, her name is Celia Luna. She is a top 20 graduate from T-Spa Nashville, and she's just extraordinary. She actually, her story is just wonderful. She graduated in 2009, went out into the world for a couple of years or so, decided to come back and really take it up. She's had her first full year in the salon, and you need to know that her first full year, you got to see this, Chaz, Mary, and Stacia, good to have you. $50,000, that's on her first full year, W-2 and gratuities. That's called, you know what? That's called making big boom boom to the 10th power. Her average service ticket is twice her haircut. She's running about 75, just this side of 100 referrals last year. And I'm going to get her talking a little bit about how she's making that happen. Rebooks 80%, RTS, retail to service, for those of you that are not familiar with the summit verbiage. That just means that she's teaching her guests how to recreate the looks that she's doing every day. Isn't that right, Laura? And she went, as you'll know, from an associate to a level 3 inside of an 18-month period of time. So she was growing at, she was growing at the speed of light. So here's and you can find her. You're going to find she's also a social media ninja. She began that in hair school at T-Spa Nashville. She's got a Instagram page of about 867 people following her. The overwhelming majority of her clients, she is an Instagrammer, as well as she's got a business page on Salon Yaya, and she works at Salon Yaya, which is a summit salon. And she's using, it's interesting to watch her work because she's just starting to bring video into her social media. And I think that's what's really pouring nitroglycerin on the bonfire. Now, before I bring her up, I want her to tell you there's a foundational idea in a little off the top, a little more off the top, over the top, and soon to be above and beyond the top, called the 80-20 rule. The top 20. And I want her, for the first, I want to explain this for first timers. 80-20 is all about 20% of the people in the salon are killing it. They're making 80% of all the money that's coming in is being generated by 20. And the other 80 is generating the 20% of the money. So top 20s have a very different growth process than the 80. And in our writings, we don't talk about top 20, bottom 80 people as much as we have both of these in us, and it's just a matter of how mindful we are, Michael Reagan Brown and Elizabeth Gray, how mindful we are of 80-20, what mode we're in, being in 20 longer, and getting out of 80 quicker when we fall down, go boom. So I'm going to call her up. She's, you're going to find that I want her to explain what her life was like before she got turned on to 80-20, before she went to T-Spa, in essence. And then I want her to I want you to listen for that definable moment in school where she got touched by the 80-20 rule, top 20 and bottom 80. I think that was her on-ramp into transformation. And then as a result, she graduated from let's put it this way, she didn't leave like she came in. That started transforming her. And she brought that consciousness out with her when she went into Salon Yaya. And I want to get her to talk a little bit about how 80-20 rule is serving her today. We never stop learning from you, 30 years and counting. I know, Christine. Good to have you, Sarah. Natalie Ramsey Hanlon, you got to listen to Celia's story. So how are we doing? Okay, it's 10 after. I'm gonna bring her up on FaceTime now. And I'm going to see if we can get her here because I want you to listen to her story. I'm just kind of getting my iPad ready. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. I'm going to touch FaceTime, see if it comes in. All right, I'm calling her up.
Hi.
Celia, give it up for Celia Luna. Give it up. Oh, thank you for coming and hanging out with us this afternoon, Celia. I was bragging. Oh, it says I'm getting poor video. The video will resume automatically when the connection improves. So we're kind of there. Are you coming back?
Maybe. Let me move around. Hang on.
She's gonna probably see if she can get a better connection. There you are. It's kind of like you're coming in and coming out, but here we go. Nice. Okay, so Celia, get us going. In a nutshell, tell us what got you, what you were like in high school. Just a nutshell, what got you into T-Spa, and then what happened to you at T-Spa that began your transformation.
So in high school, I was a class clown. I was always goofing off, and I was just barely squeaking by with my grades. The big thing that kind of got me into wanting to get into hair school was I started to cut my own hair. I was coloring my own hair. And my then hairstylist said, just go to hair school. Okay, we'll go to hair school. Let's see what it's all about.
And then, so you start checking out hair schools. You go to T-Spa and you find out that that's your school. So now you're enrolling, but you're still a little bit off the wall, right?
Yes, absolutely. So at that moment, I'm very young. I'm 18 years old, and I still have that young, kind of childlike attitude. And, I'm still learning, and I was almost pushed into adulthood going into hair school. So, I'm still kind of conflicted with, do I make friends here? Do I, kind of follow the rules? I don't know what to do. But so you know what? I'm just going to keep doing what I've always done and just hang out with my friends. I'm going to just goof off and just keep rolling with the punches and just see what happens on my day-to-day basis.
So your first few hundred hours, you're kind of sort of how you were in high school. You're kind of all over the board. And then something happened to you in hair school. And I want you to tell our viewers, because I think that's what began to turn it around for the better for you. What was that definable moment?
So in hair school, keep in mind, I'm still 18. I'm still goofing off. And I would be kind of what you would call the bottom 80. I had a very confused, negative mindset. I didn't want to be at hair school because it was so awful, and all my friends at the moment didn't care to be there. And, at that moment, our then owner, Wanda Woods, she came to me on the floor. I was in the middle of a haircut. She pulled me off of the salon floor and take me to the back room, and we kind of had a come to Jesus meeting. So my definable moment then, she basically said, you know what, Celia, your attitude is crap. You need to either just clean up your attitude, do what you're supposed to do, or get out, because you're not doing anybody any good. You're not doing yourself any good. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I should just say, you know what, let's just do this. Let's get my act straight. Let's grow up a little bit, because, we spend way too much money in hair school to just goof off and throw it out the window.
I know. Now, I really want to make sure that the viewers really got what you just said, because you were at the holy jumping off place. And I got to tell you, I don't care if you're in the salon, you're in a school, every now and then you're going to be confronted by a leader. You're going to be corrected. And I got to tell you, Celia, 80% of the people that happens to, they get pissy, they get angry, they get hateful. Who do you think you are? Get out of my face. Sometimes they'll quit school, they'll quit the salon. That is not what happened to you. use that, or that used you to kind of turn on, and what you said to me is you got pushed into adulthood, and it was your first giant step of getting an extraordinary life. Would you say that's true?
Absolutely. Yeah, that was definitely my big kick in the butt to kind of grow up a little bit and, get ready to be an adult, because that's what we are when we graduate from hair school. We're adults. We're adult stylists.
So in a nutshell, that took you from kind of being kind of lamey and stuck, and all of a sudden you zoom up from level 1 to level 3 in a quick period of time. So that allowed you to get to a level in school that was just this side of 4. And I think you told me that had you had more time, if had that happened 100 hours sooner, you might have hit level 4.
Yeah, for sure. If I would have just done what I was supposed to, I would have absolutely graduated as a level 4, if not further, at T-Spa Nashville.
All right, so now we're all done with T-Spa, and the beginning of your life has changed. So now you go out and you've had your first full year at Salon Yaya, and what I want the viewers to get, that 80/20 is still alive and well with you. I mean, you are doing some ass-kicking stuff at Yaya that got you just this side of 100 referrals in a year. It took you from associate to level 3. You're qualifying for 4. So how does 80/20, top 20 show itself in your life with regard to a particular best practice?
So now I definitely utilize social media for sure. I'll have days where I won't have much on my book, and I will sit there and go through my social media, find all the photos I've taken. I've started to take videos of all just blowouts, colors, haircuts, pictures of the balayage I do, and just put it on social media and share it. And I usually do about 2 or 3 a week. Recently, I've been upping my photos on social media, and realistically, that's how I grew my clientele at Salon Yaya, because I'm starting out from the bottom. I had maybe a handful of people, and just social media really blew up my share. So that was a big thing.
And that's what I want the viewers to get this afternoon, Celia, that as I've listened to your story, top 20 versus bottom 80, as it relates to today in real time, primarily with social media, top 20 says, I'm going to disobey the fear of not getting a lot of likes, the intimidation. I'm going to disobey the fear of being overwhelmed, and I'm going to do this. You're posting 2-3 times a week. You're taking pictures of almost every guest. I mean, I've been on Celia's Instagram page. I've been on your Facebook page. Now you're actually using video on your Facebook page, and it's like you said, it's blowing up your referrals and it's blowing up your recovered repeat clients.
Absolutely. And honestly, I would say the old school way is, you always go out, you hand out cards, but that always terrified me. So my comfort zone was getting behind the camera and just blowing up my social media, blowing up my Instagram, because they can't say no to my face. So therefore, they were seeing the pictures, they see my work, and it's not going to hurt my feelings any if they look at my picture and say, oh, maybe not. But 9 times out of 10, I always got the referrals that came in, and they'll say, oh, I found you on Instagram, or I found you on Facebook, or my friend was on your Instagram page. And I have people that come to my chair just to be posted on my Instagram page.
Yeah,
it's cute.
Yeah, right. And you now have clients coming in to see you where they're taking pictures off your page and coming to you and saying, let's have a conversation of you doing with me and on me what I see on your page. So top 20 is alive and well in her life. So listen, we're out of time. We spent about 2 days with you. You did absolutely fabulous. What do you guys think? Is it worth giving it up? Send us some love. Say hi to all my buds at Salon Yaya. There's a handful of other people there that I want to interview, Celia. So say hi to them, and tell them I'll be talking to them soon. Will ya?
I sure will. Thank you so much.
Stay well, my friend.
Bye.
All right. Did you guys hear that? I mean, that was nothing short of extraordinary. I think what was different about this interview is we're now talking about foundational concepts in the book, the principle of 80-20, the 20, the 80. And what's interesting about this, and this is my latest, greatest aha, if you will, on 80-20, is that, and you don't have to go to a top 20 school to have the aha. Many of us were introduced to that idea of top 20, bottom 80 when we were in the salon, and something clicked. Right, Sarah and Elizabeth? Something clicked, and we woke up, and we decided, I want to stop screwing around. I want to stop taking the opportunities that every guest that sits in my chair brings, and every hour in my book. I've been taking it for granted. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I want to start taking advantage over the opportunities that I've been taking for granted. And that's the click. And the 80-20 rule is that 20% of the people have that click. The other 80% you can teach them, and they go, yeah, get out of here. Who died and made you, God? Go lay down by your damn dish. That's what I want you to get. If you haven't clicked yet, you gotta click. Now, you can wait for a crisis to come into your life before you click, and sometimes it takes a crisis, right, Sarah? But you need to get on this like stink on you know what. So this was a great interview, probably one of the best yet that we've had so far. I hope you liked it. I'm going to continue to put one out. We're going to do another Facebook Live. It usually goes 8 o'clock Central on Thursday. I'm going to roll it back to 7 on Wednesday, because I'm going to be in New York, assuming I can get in for that snowstorm. So it's been a great interview. If you're new to us, get on summitsalon.com/product and get our books and get our planner. Get on summitsalon.com/MC Live and watch all of the other FB Lives I've been doing. I'm coming up to about 9 months now since I've been on Facebook Live. Stacia, you've been hanging out with me. Casey G, so have you. And so having said all that, thank you. L'Oreal Professional Product Division sponsors this work, as does Summit Salon Business Center, State Beauty, RDA. These are all companies that sponsor the evolution of this work. We now have over 3,000 salons that have been to Summit. If you're a salon owner and you haven't been to Summit, I beg you, come to Summit. The community now is about 40,000 inside of that community, with service providers, hairdressers, nail artists, massage therapists, esthetician, front desk team people. So we got a lot going on. So I say to you, thank you, Michael, for all of your amazing info. Elizabeth, you're very welcome. Casey, be well. And so I'm going to leave you the way I always leave you. We're going to call up my friend, and he's going to do the... Oh, yeah. It's good to see you guys. Good to make big boom boom. Joe Wilson, I know nail techs too. Thanks for helping me lead the charge. Thanks for helping me get the monkeys off the bus. You guys are wonderful. I love you all. I got to go to work. Have a good day. And I'll see you tomorrow night, Wednesday. I got another surprise guest to bring with you. Another top 20 above and beyond the top. See you later.